No! I'll be the one to give the orders. It's my home and I'm king within its borders.
No! You obey your wife's most worthy will. Of foolish office tricks I've had my fill. When I said I'd be yours throughout this life.
What a curse to be wed to a wife. How better a companion is the bottle. Or, as espoused by a great Aristotle, to take a wife is to take the very devil.
Ah, now he sits on Aristotle's level. How clever.
True. It's a pity it's my job off performed by idiots. Show me another woodcutter with reason, whose mouth should open, not just to let fleas in.
A plague upon the fool.
You stupid jade.
I curse the day my mouth rebelled and strayed. As if of torment I'd not had my fill, I foolishly spoke up to say I will.
And I should curse the notary, that sap, who sprung upon me this most wicked trap, by forcing me to sign that wretched pact, exposing me to be suborned, attacked.
Oh, you've got lots of reasons to complain of one who taxes your most worthy brain. You ought to get down on your wretched knees and thank heavens you might win a wife to please you so, despite your negligible worth.
Oh, you were born so far above my birth. You did me too much honor, elevated me far above my station, to have mated a one who might but hope to be placated. As wedding night was quickly consummated, I wondered how... I better stop.
No, please, go on.
I will not be such a sop. There are some things I would best not know, and there are some places I would blessed not to go. Let it suffice. In finding me, you have locked.
I think you mean to say I'm rather stuffed. Without the slightest chance of restitution, the dog demeans his wife to destitution while eating us out of each hard-earned sou.
That's false. You know, I drink some of it too.
He sells each stick we own from out beneath.
They cannot thus be stolen by some thief.
And sold my bed, somewhat to my surprise.
To make it easier for you to rise.
We've not a piece of furniture about.
To simplify when we are moving out.
He spends each day in gambling and in drinking.
Diverting me from brooding and from thinking.
The family! How shall I entertain?
However you please.
Oh, that's a tiny strain. With children on my hands, I can't ignore.
Well, why not set them down upon the floor?
They cry out for some bread or just a sip.
You ought to let them taste their father's whip. For once my guts are filled with what I brew them, then everyone should get what's coming to them.
And just how long do you suppose you sought that I should accept this fate to be my lot?
Now, wife, let's just keep all of this in hand.
How long must I stand for rude attacks and foul dissipation?
Be quiet, wife. Don't lead me to temptation.
I'll teach you your responsibility.
Don't minimize my arm's ability. My patience is not known as my best trait.
Your empty threats are but an idle prate.
Ah, woman, wife, my dearest better half, you're asking for a piece of my strong stuff.
Your stuff is neither hard, nor strong, nor fast. Fixed as it is, perpetual, half-mast.
You're truly asking for it, wifey dear.
You think your drunken rant provokes some fear?
Your tune will change when I might box your ear.
Your blows won't land the least bit near.
I'll tan your hide.
You lush!
I'll fix your face.
Drunk!
I made it!
Sponge!
You will know your place.
You are a coward, dog, a wretch, in brief, a filthy, squalid, putrid, whoresome thief!
Ah! So that's the way you want it?
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Let's hear what you have to tell me now.
Owen, what the hell is happening here? Indulging in wife beating?
And what if I should like this kind of treating?
Oh, in that case, I should let it continue.
Why stick your nose in? It doesn't concern you.
I kind of like the view.
What business is it of yours?
You're right, you're the boss.
To beat a wife is a husband's stratagem.
Oh, I didn't know you were into BDSM.
Impertinence of neighbors to interfere when husbands beat their wives.
Right, I should not interfere in their lives.
Oh, you are a fool to come between us.
Oh, so I do apologize. You seem to be a nice one. Beat your wife. Thrash her to your heart's content. I shall help if that's your intent.
I don't feel like it, you little tit. Crawl back to where you came from. Beat it! She's my wife after all.
Thank God.
You shall not order me. The gall.
Oh, I don't have the balls.
Such impertinence. You whelp.
I just wanted to help.
Remember Cicero's words, if you please. Family quarrels are for quarrelsome families.
அடிக்கிற கைதான் அணைக்கும் அழகிற கைதான் அடிக்கும் அடிக்கிற கைதான் அடிக்கும் இழக்கிற வாழ்வே கசக்கும் இனிக்கிற வாழ்வே கசக்கும் கசக்கிற வாழ்வே இனிக்கும் ஆறு
Enough then! Let's be friends. Come, give me your hand.
What? After all those blows you came to land?
It is nothing. Come now, please, your hand.
I won't.
How's that?
No.
Darling.
You can stand upon your head. I will not reconcile.
Come on.
I won't.
Come, no more denial.
No, I'm upset.
It was no big deal.
Leave me alone.
Your hand.
You are a heel.
All right then. I'm sorry. Will that say it?
All right. I forgive you. Just you wait.
You're so silly, stirring such a fuss. I barely got your hair to slightly muss. These things arise between two folks in love. It's nothing which we need be troubled of. With two like us, an intermittent blow can only make the love between us grow. I'm off to do some cutting. I'll fell 100 logs to satisfy you well.
Be off, you fool. Go off and hack. While I consider how to get you back. A wife has means for mate's fair retribution. Another man might give some restitution. Such cuckoldry might manage to befuddle. To him, though, such a message is too subtle. I need revenge his ignorance can't duck, to pay back for the blows with which he struck.
A devil of a task we got to do. I can't see as we'll ever see it through. To take this on is but to court disaster.
Cheer up, old man, we must obey the master. What's more, we have an interest that his daughter should lose this devil's sickness that has caught her. It but postpones a marriage to Monsieur Horace, whose pockets have been more than somewhat porous. And though the girl may favour young Leander, she must obey where her father does, Commander. Geraint will not have him as son-in-law.
That beating still sticks within my craw. If I could find some fire to fry his fat in.
But why do the doctors use so much Latin? What fool idea comes from out his head?
He looks for other paths that he may tread. He hopes we might remedy a trace by seeking in a less well-travelled place.
That beating still confounds my fevered brain. I must find fresh infliction for his pain. I will not swallow. I will not endure. Ah! Excuse me, sirs. It is my fault for sure. I was but thinking of my own distress.
Oh, we have our troubles too, I dare confess. We also seek a remedy to find.
Something I might do to ease your mind?
Perhaps. We seek a doctor or a surgeon, a clever man who's capable of purging our master's daughter of a foul condition. We need a healer, a seer, a physician who might restore the girl's afflicted tongue. A raft of doctors are prescribed and stung with remedies, prescriptions, and foul potions, and rubbed her with their treatments and their lotions. And yet, at times one hears of well-read sages performing miracles on meagre wages, or remedies that work where all else fail. Have you been privy to such novel tales?
Ooh, such a chance to chafe that foolish louse. The Lord sends me revenge upon my spouse. Good sirs, today is your lucky day. Your fate seems to have tossed you in my way. There is a man who lurks in this vicinity, who's touched by special brand of that divinity. He has a way with each confound disease.
Tell us where to find him, if you please.
He's over in that thicket, cutting wood.
He's cutting wood? Have I misunderstood? Perhaps you meant to say he's plucking herbs?
No, sirs. I'm well aware of all my verbs. He is a most extraordinary chap, but keeps bizarre ideas beneath his cap. He loves to work up to a stinking sweat, and things you think he knows, he will forget. Although he is known as greatest of our sages, he goes around in outfits most outrageous. He hides his knowledge from the teeming masses, while often as a laborer he passes. There is nothing he despises quite so much as to reveal his secret healing touch.
You know, I hear that men who do great work are often saddled with a sort of quirk, and eccentricity offsets their gift.
It's worse than that, if you should get my drift. His oddities are fatuous and fleeting. You may have to administer a beating for him to but confess his store of knowledge. He won't even admit to passing college unless you two should thrash him, almost senseless. That's how we counter his disturbed defenses.
I've never heard of such an aberration.
You'll find reward for such a flagellation. His miracles give many tales to tell.
What be his name?
They call him Scannerel. You can't mistake his bald head or his moustache, and he's always dressed in yellow and green.
Yellow and green. Does he then doctor parrots?
As healer, are you certain of his merits?
Why, he's worked miracles that would astound. Just 6 months ago, upon the edge of town, a woman lay, surrounded by physicians, each certifying with their compositions to her passing. Now 6 hours passed, and grieving lover wished to try one last. He sent a servant out in search of Scannerel, and after giving him a taste of health, the doctor came, administered a taste of something that he carried at his waist. Well, in a flash, the woman rose and spoke as if it was a nap from which she woke.
My word!
He must have given an elixir.
We never knew just what he did to fix her. And then there was this boy, 3 weeks ago. I think the kid was only 12 or so, when he fell from top of tallest tower, and through the woods the townsmen did scour to find our doctor, beat him black and blue, and bring him back to tend the young boy who had broken skull and arms and legs and bones upon the unforgiving paving stones. Upon arrival, he took out a lotion, which he rubbed upon the boy with sweeping motion. No sooner was the ointment thus applied than boy jumped up to run and play and hide.
Good God! He's found the universal nostrum.
That's it.
Oh, what such knowledge must have cost him. No wonder he's so disturbed.
That be our man. We must at once take action. Make a plan.
We thank you so much for your most kind assistance.
Just don't forget to counter his resistance.
Oh, I'll administer that little drill. With thrashing he should want, he'll get his fill.
How lucky to have found that Annie. I'm feeling rather hopeful now indeed.
Oh, how I love the feeling that I'm getting from this bottle. Oh, how I love the feeling that I'm getting from this bottle. It's love by every Tom, Dick and Harry. My wife will kick my ass if she saw me. Pour me a quarter, I will drink it without water. Pour me a quarter, I will drink it without water.
I hear someone out there singing. Here comes a man and see the logs he's bringing.
Oh God, what pain! The bottle begins to drain.
It's the very man for whom we are sent.
You're right. He's fallen right into our lap.
Position, so he's caught within our trap.
Aha, my little rogue, my loving flask, I'll gladly do whatever you may ask. Oh, how I love the feeling that I'm getting from this bottle. The devil. What do these two lackeys crave? It's he.
He fits the spit of what she gave.
They talk of me and look with fixed stare. Is something wrong with something that I wear?
Excuse me, sir. Is Scandal your name?
How's that?
We've heard a rumor of your fame. Please tell us now. Is Scandal not you?
Maybe, maybe not. What will you do?
Oh, sir, we only want to wish him well.
In that case, yes. My name is Scannerel.
Delighted, sir. We come to you in trouble and hope that you might help us on the double.
Good sirs, I will loan you this good arm of mine, should problem be remotely in my line.
You are too kind, dear sir. But I implore, protect your head. Put on your hat before you're stricken by the sun.
Oh, yes, good sir.
They are so polite.
I know that you'd prefer we might acquaint you in more formal setting. And I apologize that we be getting to know you in these awkward circumstances. It's just that we've heard of all your great advances. The country knows you and proclaims how good.
Oh yes, I am the best at chopping wood.
Sir?
I know it may sound rather vain. I never had a client that would complain.
But sir, we are not concerned.
110 per hundreds is what I want.
We won't discuss.
I can't take any less.
We know it all, sir.
Not under duress.
You laugh at us, sir, with this cruel device.
I'm honest. I will not come down on my price.
Oh, please do leave off this derelict charade.
That is cheaper if you're looking for them flawed. There is logs and logs, you know. But if you want mine,
Enough of this, good sir. I draw the line.
I cannot cut my price a single sou.
It's such a shame.
I tell you, sirs, my fee is fair. You cannot call it large. Not one will tell you that I overcharge.
Oh, sir, learned man such as yourself, resorting thus to subterfuge and stealth, does not success as eminent physician bring you to keep more sober disposition? With all the illnesses that you've healed, must you yet keep your talent so concealed?
He has lost his nut.
Good sir, do not deceive.
Deceive?
You'll not dislodge what we believe.
What are you getting at? I must implore. Who is it that you take me for?
For who you are, a doctor of great fame.
Doctor yourself. I cannot fill your claim.
So here we see the workings of his fit. Sir, do not make us the victims of your wit. Don't force us to go to work another way.
What way is that?
It's a road I'd say we'd regret to have to travel down.
Go travel where you would like. You but confound me with this nonsense of an inquisition. I tell you, sirs, I am no physician.
It seems we must administer the cure. Sir, please admit to us that you're a doctor.
Yes, sir. Please be frank with us. Don't make us have to go to such a fuss.
I find that I begin to get annoyed.
Don't cause further means to be employed. Why, sir, do you deny what we now know?
Why force us, sir, be treating you so low?
Once and for all, sirs, I am no physician.
No?
No,
No?
not.
Well, if that's your position, you ought to try another method that agrees.
Ow! 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 Oh, all right, good sirs. I'm anything you please.
Why do you drive us into such a violence?
Why does keep up conspiracy of silence?
We much regret we're forced to do this.
We really are upset you drove us to this.
The devil says. Are you both mad? To make a doctor out of me?
What? After all that, you still deny you're a doctor now?
In a pig's eye.
So you being a doctor isn't true?
The devil take me, should I share the view? Ow! 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 All right, good sirs, I give. I'm a doctor. Please, just let me live. If it will stop me getting cuffed and beaten, I'll confess to any kind of cretin.
Delighted, sir. I'm glad you found your senses.
It does me good to stop such violences.
I hope you'll find it in you to excuse.
Forgive the liberty we thus abuse. It is presumption for us to have taken.
Could it be that I've been mistaken? Was I thus made a doctor without my knowing?
Good sir, you'll not regret. Where we're going, they treat their doctors with much more respect.
But sirs, are you both quite sure that you're correct? I am a doctor?
Yes, sir. That's you.
Are you sure?
No doubt.
I hardly knew. I don't expect I will ever understand.
Why, you're the finest doctor in the land.
I, one who's cured I know not how many diseases.
Me?
Yes, I vow. A woman's funeral had somehow tarried. 6 hours was she laid out to be buried. When you arrived and gave her but a drop of something that enabled her to hop up off the table and shake off the heavy gloom, as all amazed watched her walk around the room.
Good Lord.
A 12-year-old fell from a tower and broke his skull, his arms, his legs. Your power with ointment you elaborately applied revived the child who ran to play and hide.
The devil. Did he?
Now, sir, do you see? So if you come along with us, you'll be well treated and you can name your fee.
I name my fee?
Oh yes, most certainly.
I'm a doctor. Doctor, that's me. How silly that I might have so forgotten. You must have thought that I was quite besotted. Well, I remember now. Where are we going? What case is this that needs my special knowing?
Oh, there is a girl, sir, attractive and young, who somehow managed to have lost her tongue.
I haven't found it, sir. Please be assured.
Ah, such a wit you are, good sir, my word. Come along now, we'll go.
What? With no doctor's gown?
We'll get you one.
Perhaps a darkish brown would best befit my fame and devotions. Here, carry this then. It contains my potions. Now put your foot on that. That's doctor's orders.
These doctors be most strange outside our borders. He seems to be quite the joker. Perhaps it's best he be the one to poke her.